Hello everyone in YouTube land, we love wrestling back here as always. Alright, a couple days ago, Capcom announced that Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 were coming to the Switch, and also Xbox One and PS4, but coming at Switch later this year, so November, December. So I did a video about that, so I had Resident Evil in the brain, and I had to think of another video to do. Even though nothing has come out about this, no news has come out about this at all. So I'm just kind of making this video up. So, and we're kind of at the end of the summer. Not really. We're still in the summer, still in August. So, and PlayStation Experience is coming up, I think, at the end of this year. So, and I know it's kind of shocking for you to hear me say PlayStation in these videos, but the only thing that I'm looking forward to in the PlayStation Experience is the Resident Evil 2 remake. If that does get announced or shown off there, because a lot of people think it might get shown off and it might only be on PlayStation first and then maybe come to Xbox One later. Who knows if it'll come to Switch? I mean, Capcom is supporting it with kind of old games right now, but we'll see. But anyways, PlayStation Experience is probably the only place that this game will be shown off. If not, this game's vaporware, or it might get shown off next to E3. We'll see. We don't know. All right. And everyone thought it was going to be shown off at PlayStation Experience last year, but no show. And Capcom teased the remake back in 2015, I think. It was just a little tease of that, I guess, and it showed the logo, and that is about it. Like, nothing else came about that. And then they said a couple months back that it's coming out soon, but the whole point of this video is, what is this game gonna be? Like, is this game gonna be first person, like Resident Evil 7? Are they just gonna stick with first person for a couple games for a while? You know, like, we think, because they were doing, you know, obviously Resident Evil started off with like fixed camera angles and static cameras and pre-rendered backgrounds, all that stuff for a while. Then they got sick and tired of that, and then Resident Evil Remake Resident Evil Remake on GameCube didn't sell that well, so it did 0. So they, you know, reinvented it with 4 over the shoulder for a while, with 4, 5, and 6, and Revelations 1 and 2. And they got tired of that, and now they're with first person. So, like, what is the Resident Evil 2 remake gonna be? Like, how are they gonna approach that? Honestly, like, the only way to do the Resident Evil 2 remake, or just any survival horror in general, or just Resident Evil, is to bring it back to its core roots. I know you're saying Resident Evil 7 was core, it was going back to its roots. It's horror, right? Like, it's horror. Like, no, it's not. It's following the Amnesia, Outlast, PT type blueprint, like, of indie survival horror. Like, it's going for that jump scare, whatever you want to call it. Walking down a spooky hallway and something comes at you, and it's just tired, old, cliche crap. Fans want Resident Evil to go back to its core roots, what you loved about the franchise. We want claustrophobic hallways and rooms and lavatories. Alright, we want the Resident Evil 2 remake to be like the first remake, or 0. We want it to be like that, especially the first remake. Like, when the Resident Evil remake came out, it was pretty much identical to their first game on PS1, but they changed some stuff. They added some rooms, obviously, you know, and they can do that. Technology changes. They added more rooms to the mansion. They made the game bigger. They added more stuff to the story. Obviously, the Lisa thing, you know, like they just added more stuff. They can do that too. Go ahead, that'd be great. Just don't ruin the story. Don't ruin what Resident Evil 2 was. What made it great. But yeah, you got to go back to that core, what you loved about the franchise, not just scripted events and this and that. And like, it's a lot of people are saying Resident Evil 7 is classic Resident Evil, but in first person. Like, it literally is Resident Evil Remake in first person. It's like, the problem with this franchise is that they keep on, and this even goes for a lot of their franchises out there, like Sonic and whatever. They keep on changing stuff, and it loses its identity. Like, you just don't recognize it anymore. It's not anything that you recognize, you know? it's a different thing, you know. Like Resident Evil 7 is pretty much a new IP with Resident Evil slept on it. You know what I mean? Resident Evil 7, whatever. Resident Evil 2 needs to be that claustrophobic hallway where you go down a hallway, the camera changes, and then there's a zombie there, or a hunter, or whatever, a licker, and well, obviously not a hunter. Hunters weren't in Resident Evil 2, but like a licker or a zombie or whatever, and then you gotta quickly make your move on what weapon you're gonna use. That's what's so great about that old style of survival horror, because you don't know what's around the corner. You're claustrophobic. That type of gameplay is limiting in a way, where it's great. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what's around that door, and even the loading screens, like the doors when they open, you don't know what's behind that door. All right, you got to use a grenade launcher, a shotgun. You got to make sure you have health there. When it's in first person, you have full control. You know what I mean? You literally have full control of where you want to go and blah, blah, you know. You can quick turn, obviously, but they added quick turn to the other games, obviously, 3 or whatever. But, yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think the Resident Evil 2 remake should be? Like, it has to be classic survival horror. Like, it has to be the tank controls, the static camera angles, the atmospheric, the music, you know, like, that's it. That's all you gotta, that's all you gotta do. And it's golden, man. Like, you can make so much money off this game. Like, it's great. Fans will be happy, you'll be happy. And Capcom said that Resident Evil, that type of old survival horror, is outdated and all that, and I just totally disagree with that. Like, I don't agree with that at all. There is room for that type of game. So anyways, comment down below what you think about the Resident Evil 2 remake. What do you think it should be? Like, what approach? First person, classic, over the shoulder, what is it? So, peace out. More of my videos coming soon. Later.